Hi guys, Mark here with Wolters World, and we're in Rouen, France, one of the prettiest towns in France. And today's video is the top 10 towns that you should come visit when you do come to France. And guys, there's more than 10 towns to see. I mean, France is beautiful. The regions are so distinct that everywhere you go has its own 10 to 20 places you really should check out. So basically what we're going to do is give you guys just the top 10 towns to check out when you come to France. Now the thing is, guys, there's more than 10 places you really should check out in France. It's a beautiful country. The people are really nice, actually, especially here in Rouen. The people are very nice. But you can watch our 5 Love and Hates About France to learn more about that. Anyway, let's get to our list. The top 10 towns you should check out when you come to France. First off, obviously you want to go to Paris with the Louvre, with the Mona Lisa and Winged Victory, Venus de Milo. You also have the Musée d'Orsay, so you can see all the Impressionists, Van Gogh, Monet, these kind of guys, Degas. If you want to see some more contemporary, there's the Pompidou Center. There's all kinds of artworks, tons of museums there. Of course, you have the Arc de Triomphe and the Eiffel Tower to go up, and all kinds of great stuff. Go to Montmartre, go to Moulin Rouge and see the Can girls, all kinds of great stuff. I mean, Paris is number one. Definitely the one place you really have to come when you come to France, and it is really, really cool. It is really worth going to. The second place you want to check out, if you want to see chateaus like Amboise or Blois or Chambord, you want to go to the Loire Valley, because literally, like, the most fancy, like Versailles and Fontainebleau by Paris are quite fancy themselves, but for a group of amazing chateaus that are just awesome to check out, rent a car and drive between them is going to the Loire Valley. So that's number 2, going to the Loire Valley. The third place you want to go, I'm going to put a little group here. You have Mont Saint-Michel, which is an island off the coast of Normandy, which is connected with a causeway. Basically, this island comes up. It looks kind of like a fairy tale or some like Lord of the Rings kind of citadel on top of an island. It's an abbey actually on top of this island. It comes out, and when the sea comes in, it becomes an island that goes out. It's probably the most beautiful postcard picture you'll see in France. And when you're there, you can also go see the Normandy beaches, where D-Day was, Omaha Beach and these kind of things. And also you can head over to Saint-Malo, which is another citadel town, and you can walk the walls there and just have a really cool time. So I kind of grouped those all together because literally from Mont Saint-Michel you can see Saint-Malo, and it's very easy to go to the Normandy beaches, okay, the D-Day beaches. So that's number 3. So Mont Saint-Michel, Saint-Malo, and Normandy. Yes, I know I'm putting a lot in here for one number, but there's so much to see. I want to get as many things as I can in this top 10, okay? Number 4, we're going down towards the southwest, and you have Bordeaux. Now, we know Bordeaux because of the wine, and when you go to Bordeaux, you obviously want to go to the wine district and have wine and the amazing food that's down there. The city, the locals kind of call it Little Paris, okay? You go through there, the cathedral's beautiful, like everywhere here in Rouen. The cathedrals are always amazing here in France, but Bordeaux's got this really kind of cool vibe to it. There's a lot of students there. You have this je ne sais quoi feeling when you're there, but it is really cool, definitely worth checking out. So that's number 4 on our list. Number 5, we're giving you another little group here. You want to go to Nice, because we want to go to the French Riviera. We want to go to the beach and see the fancy girls and all kinds of stuff. Now, at Nice, the beach is actually stone, so it's not that comfortable, which I found out the first time I went there, because I didn't know that, and I didn't have any flip-flops or anything, and I'm like, ow, 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 okay? But Nice has a few cool things to see, but when you're there, you're probably going to want to take 2 day trips. One, you go to Cannes, because you can go to a beach that actually has sand, and also see where the film festival is. Not that great of a town, but, you go and say, hey, I've been to Cannes, ha ha ha. And then the other day trip you want to do is going to Monte Carlo. Basically, no matter how rich you are, you go there, you're going to feel poor. But when you go to Monte Carlo, they actually have a really cool aquarium that you really should check out, and you go see the casino, all kinds of stuff. So, number 5 on the list is Nice, with day trips to Cannes and Monaco. Number 6 on our list is Avignon. Now, Avignon, actually, people sometimes don't realize this, but actually the popes left Rome for a little while, and they set up camp in Avignon in France, in southern France, in Provence. Beautiful town. The papal palace there is incredible. I highly recommend you guys go in there. And what's cool is the town actually has a bridge that doesn't actually go over the river, okay? The Avignon bridge goes, halfway out and then stops. But it's a couple thousand years old, so someone hasn't quite made it through the time. But it is a really cool feel. You got a lot of tour groups actually coming through there, and it's well worth it. I mean, I spent 5 days there in 2001, and I really enjoyed it. And I've gone back to see it again because it was such a pleasant surprise going there. But check out the Papal Palace and the bridge are the main two things you want to do there. Okay, number 7 on our list, we're going to the very, very northeast of France, and you have Strasbourg. Now, Strasbourg is in Alsace, which has gone between Germany and France for the last few hundred years, so it has a very German feel to it. It's got a nice mix, because it's not just wine, but wine and beer, so you can have both there. The beautiful cathedral there, you have what's called Petite France, this like canal section of the old town, which is just beautiful. There's the Grand Ile, the big island, they call it, where the old town is located between the canals, and then within that there's this little tiny park called, like I said, Petite France, and it's just really cute. Great food there. It's expensive. I mean, even for Paris, it's expensive. Okay, like for France, it's expensive in Strasbourg because the European Union stuff's all there. But it is really a really cool place to check out. And also they have a really cool folk museum. There's a museum of Alsace, the region, which I went there just with my mom for fun, and I was like, wow, this is actually really cool. So definitely worth checking out. Okay, number 8 on our list, we're staying in Alsace-Lorraine. You have Nancy. Nancy, basically one of the French king's wives. Her dad was the king of the Commonwealth of Lithuania and Poland, and basically he got kicked out, so he had to go someplace, so they brought him in, and he redid the town. You have Stanislav Square, which is probably one of the prettiest squares in France. The whole town is really just decked out with all kinds of great stuff to see. They have their own Arc de Triomphe on the square. I mean, it's just a really pretty place. Okay. Now, number 9 on our list, we're going back to Provence. You have Aix-en-Provence, which it's not a big museum or ruins town. It's just a wealthy town with big boulevards. It makes a good base if you want to see Provence, because there's all kinds of cute little towns to go to in Provence. It makes a good base because they have all the stuff you're going to need as a tourist. And it doesn't have quite the tourist feel to it, okay? Because it's, you can still walk around and enjoy the city and see where the real people live, okay? And then number 10, well, number 10 is here in Rouen. Now, Rouen is the least favorite town of Joan of Arc because this is where she got burned. But Rouen has one of the most beautiful cathedrals in France. There's some other cool churches here. The pedestrian street here that goes to the old market. It is just beautiful, well worth it. It's only like an hour and a half from Paris anyway, so it makes a good day trip. But Rouen kind of represents a lot of these smaller towns, 100, 200,000, 300,000 people towns that are worth checking out. You could go to Troyes, which has amazing stained glass. You can go to Reims. You could go to Grenoble for the mountains. There's so many great towns to check out in France that my list of top 10 doesn't really do it justice. Okay, so real quick, our top 10 places to check out in France if you're coming. Number 1, Paris. Number 2, the Loire Valley. Number 3, Mont Saint-Michel, St. Malo, and Normandy beaches. So throw it all together. Number 4, Bordeaux. Number 5, another grouping, Nice, Monte Carlo, and Cannes. Number 6, Avignon, where the popes were for a few decades. Okay. Number 7, Strasbourg, the German-French seat of also the seat of the European Parliament. Number 8, Nancy, which is a beautiful squares, all kinds of stuff. Number 9, Aix-en-Provence, and number 10, here in Rouen. So I hope that helps you, give you some ideas what you should check out. Honestly, every region in France has its own top 10, and I can't say it enough that really you should just pick one region, stay there, and really get to see it, because every region in France does feel like a different kind of country, because they have their own food, they have their own wines, their own joie de vivre, the joy of life and atmosphere, and it is a really cool place. And again, don't worry about the French. You speak a little French, it'll go a long way. And just the service industry, sometimes they're not that friendly. But the French people actually are really nice. Okay, so you have a great time here in France. If you want to learn more about traveling in France or Europe, want to learn a little French or German or English even, come check us out at our website at www.woltersworld.com. And please like and favorite this video, and goodbye from Rouen, France.